Stories affecting a lot of our downtown commuters as part of thunder preparations. The 2nd Street Bridge is now closed, but we expected this. This happens every year, just days before thunder, to give crews time and space to load all the fireworks onto the bridge. It'll remain closed to traffic through the weekend until about 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Then tomorrow, the Big 4 pedestrian bridge will close for air show practice. That's from 11 a.m. until 5. And on Thunder Day, the bridge will close again from 10 a.m. until midnight. On the Indiana side, things will look a lot different this year for thunder. Part of Riverside Drive will be completely shut down, limiting parking along the riverbank. Our Jose Alonso spoke to Clarksville leaders about ways you can still enjoy the show.
One of the biggest takeaways we heard from Indiana officials is that you should have a plan if you're attending this event. This construction on River Road is going to be only one of the many factors in traffic congestion in the area.
I will remind everyone that there are tens of thousands of people that come to southern Indiana over the course of the entire day.
Safety is the main focus of Indiana first responders. Road closures are expected to take effect starting Friday evening. And if you don't follow JPD's parking directions,
at 8 a.m. on Saturday, those vehicles will be impounded. We need to make sure that those roads are clear for the event area.
Over in Clarksville, Ashland Park is one of the most popular spots visitors flock to, but it's also under heavy construction.
We were shooting to get it done before thunder. We couldn't make it happen, so unfortunately there's going to be some traffic adjustments this year. The construction zone is kind of from Widow's Walk Ice Creamery to the 2nd Street Bridge.
Fences are going up as a safety precaution, but you will still be able to access the park through detours.
With this closure, what about access to food vendors? A majority of the food vendors are usually over in Jeffersonville. We're happy to report we're going to have at least 20 food vendors here on the Clarksville side.
Although the focus is fun, it's also safety for all families.
Watch for debris along the riverbank. We're going to work hard as a city to clean up as much as we can with the river being flooded right now. Currents and the murky water, if your child falls in, it could be a dangerous situation.
So make sure your plan follows all precautions so you can enjoy one of the largest fireworks show in the country. In southern Indiana, Jose Alonso, WHAS11 on your side.
And as we mentioned, there are several road and bridge closures this weekend because of thunder, some starting today. So for that full list and all things thunder over Louisville, just text thunder to that number on your screen, 502-582-7290. LMPD just launched a brand new program to prevent car thefts. It's called Operation HEAT, which stands for Help Eliminate Auto Theft. The idea is to provide tools to help drivers from becoming a target. LMPD said Shirley's Way donated money to them so they could purchase about 1,800 steering wheel locks for public distribution in each of its 8 divisions. As many of you know, drivers of Hyundai and Kia vehicles have been disproportionately affected by these thefts, and criminals continue to exploit their cars' design deficiencies.
I think the biggest message is that if you own a Kia or a Hyundai, please reach out to your local dealership and say, is there an update that I'm unaware of that I can do to help prevent my car from being stolen?
LMPD's goal is to give away 200 locks through each of its 8 divisions. Gun violence is down right now across all of the metro. According to the Louisville Office for Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods, yesterday it had its first reports to the community, a monthly forum for neighborhoods most impacted by this violence. Our Alex Dieterer was there.
What we're showing overall is the trend of violence is going down.
Over the last 2 years, Louisville has seen a 35% reduction of shootings. Despite this, leaders say there is still work to be done.
Are our numbers too high? Absolutely. Is that comforting to people that have lost family members to violence? No. Is it comforting to people that live in the community that experience a large number of violence? No. But we have to remember that what we're doing is effective and we're moving in that right direction.
Office for Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods Director Paul Callanan is now making sure to get ahead of the next curve by going to each of the neighborhoods most impacted by gun violence, starting Wednesday night in the Russell, California, and Parkland neighborhoods. Ocean shared programs available, report what trends they're seeing in the community, and had conversations with the people impacted most by gun violence. like Rob Jones, who was born in the Russell neighborhood.
You know, it has to start with those that are in the community because they know what's working and they know what's not working.
So far in 2024, there have been 16 shootings in the Russell neighborhood, 2 in California and 3 in Parkland. But Callanan says these numbers don't show the whole picture.
You look at measuring crime statistics for neighborhoods or locations, you need to look at a bigger, longer period of time and just saying this time last year we had 7 shooters, this time we have this much, therefore it's projecting that it's going to go higher. That's a false reading to look at because anything can happen. Gun violence is so complex.
Over the last 2 years, Ocean has implemented around 60 new programs to address gun violence. In the Russell neighborhood, Alex Dieterer, WHAS11 on your side.
Ocean will hold monthly reports to the community meetings throughout September. Next month, we'll focus on the Shawnee and Chickasaw neighborhoods. Well, the fight for Louisville's District 4 seat continues. The organization Vocal KY hosted a forum where candidates running for that seat could speak directly to people living in that district. Councilman Jacory Arthur announced back in October he would not seek re-election for his 4th district, which covers much of downtown. Last night's forum was presented in a unique format where candidates spoke from behind a screen. That way, people living in the district could only focus on their answers and not how they looked.
So to do it blindly is because we wanted the people to hear what they had to say, not what they looked like. You know, I just wanted it to be a fair field, you know, and I think that this way it was able to hear what they had to say. They wasn't distracted by their looks.
Our Travis Priest moderated last night's forum. The deadline to register to vote for May's primary is Monday. We should know by the end of this week whether or not legendary horse trainer Bob Baffert will be allowed to compete in Derby 150. That's the timeline given by the judge who's expected to rule on the Zidane Racing Stables lawsuit against Churchill Downs. At issue is Churchill's expansion of Baffert's ban from the racetrack through this year. That ban was put in place after Derby winner Medina Spirit failed a post-race after the race in 2021. It was supposed to end last year, but because of the extension, Zidane's horse Muth, which is trained by Baffert, failed to get the points needed to automatically qualify for the Derby. Now, once we hear about that ruling, we'll be sure to update you on air and online.